the universe, an infinite mystery. For thousands of years, human beings have looked to the night sky with awe and wondered, is anybody out there? At the end of the 20th century, we have finally discovered clues that there may be life on another planet, Mars.
If this is in fact true, life started there. The first evidence ever that life started anywhere else besides the Earth.
We're now on a doorstep to the heavens. What a time to be alive.
Its implications are as far-reaching and awe-inspiring as can be imagined.
This stunning discovery marks a turning point in human history. But there's more. The razor-sharp eyes of the Hubble telescope pierce the darkness of deep space, looking for more clues that we are not alone. New planets have been found that could support some kind of life.
I personally believe there are other civilizations. There are other living creatures in other solar systems.
Is it possible that these living creatures found us before we could find them? Challenging long-held scholarly opinion, Eric von Daniken believes there's controversial new evidence that could prove extraterrestrials may have come down to Earth long ago. Welcome to Chariots of the Gods. The mysteries continue. I'm Richard Karn. For the next hour, we're going to explore two profoundly important questions. Are we alone in the universe? And if not, have we ever been visited by beings from another planet? Don't answer yet. We're just beginning our journey of discovery. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Almost 8 square miles of pyramids and platforms. Experts believe construction started around 100 BC. When the Aztecs arrived 1,000 years later, they were awed by the massive ruins and dubbed Teotihuacan the City of the Gods. This is where Eric and I begin our journey.
Wow. Well, Richard, we just climbed halfway to the Pyramid of the Moon.
The people that built this, did they call it the Pyramid of the Moon?
We are not certain about this, but in the 16th century, there was a monk with the name of Bernardino de Sahagún, and he asked the locals about this place, Teotihuacan. They told him that this was the Pyramid of the Moon, and over there we have the Pyramid of the Sun.
The people who constructed this vast city possessed a sophisticated knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Eric von Daniken believes the builders of Teotihuacan might have been taught the secrets of our solar system by teachers from above.
This here is called La Avenida de los Muertos, the Avenue of the Dead. This represents a model of our solar system. For every planet, there is a construction, a building.
There are 9 planets in our solar system, all orbiting around the sun. Mercury is nearest to the sun. Pluto is the furthest. At Teotihuacan, each one of the planets is represented by a building, ruin, or marker. Eric von Daniken believes it is a remarkably accurate scale model of our solar system. On the hill behind the Pyramid of the Moon are the ruins of temples which could represent the last planets discovered in our solar system, Neptune and Pluto. Now, wait a minute. You're telling me that the planets are moving this way, and then on the other side of this pyramid, there is some representation of Pluto.
Absolutely correct.
Now, Pluto was discovered in this century.
So here we have the mystery. How could they know about Pluto? I would suggest they must have had teachers from heaven, teachers from the sky.
Does that mean a priest that is interpreting his gods, or?
I really mean from heaven. That means being from outer space. Let's call them extraterrestrials. And I would not suggest this if we would have only this example or this indications, but we have them all over the world, as I will show you.
Egypt, one of the oldest civilizations on the planet. rising from the mist of ancient history, are the most famous monuments on Earth and among the least understood. Dominating the Giza Plateau is the Great Pyramid. Who built this incredible edifice? Historical documents credit the mighty pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops, and his army of 100,000 workers. But Von Daniken believes an important new discovery may support his controversial theory of the pyramid's construction. He believes the real builder was Enoch of the Ethiopian apocalyptic writings. Eric Von Daniken believes that Enoch was warned by gods from the sky that a great flood would destroy civilization. Enoch built the Great Pyramid to protect ancient texts from the rising waters. He designed secret chambers carved deep inside this mountain of stone. Were the gods who foretold the coming of a flood really extraterrestrials? Von Daniken believes the answer may still be hidden inside the pyramid. The interior of the Great Pyramid is a marvel of engineering skill. A long tunnel leads to the magnificent Grand Gallery. At the top of the gallery, Von Daniken believes there are more clues that it was Enoch, not Khufu, who built the Great Pyramid.
This is the so-called King's Chamber. Simply gigantic. As you can see, there are absolutely no hieroglyphs. Empty. If Khufu was a tyrant, then the wall should be full of inscription praising himself or his gods.
Von Daniken believes the blank walls of this chamber indicate the pyramid was not created to serve as Khufu's tomb. But there's more. Many wonder how the pyramid was built. Could an ancient culture assemble 2.5 million giant stone blocks with such perfection, less than 1/10 of a degree off true north? Eric Von Daniken believes these mysteries could support his theory that the Great Pyramid was built by Enoch at the request of extraterrestrials, teachers who descended from the heavens. If so, where are the secret chambers filled with ancient texts? Only recently has modern technology allowed investigators new ways to attempt to unravel this great mystery, which has challenged scholars and archaeologists for thousands of years.
Some ancient text says that this pyramid was constructed before the Great Flood and many secret chambers should be in here. Could this shaft maybe lead to one of these chambers?
In 1993, German engineer Rudolf Gantenbrink designed and built a small robot to explore the mysterious shaft. Dubbed Upawat for Opener of the Way, the tiny robot was equipped with a video camera and remote steering. Its mission: follow the shaft into the darkness in hopes of discovering ancient secrets hidden for thousands of years.
I had no clear idea what I should find at the end of the shaft. I expected anything, but not especially this.
Upawat had climbed 60 yards into what was thought to be merely a symbolic shaft. But when the little robot's journey ended at a stone door with 2 corroding copper fittings, Eric Von Daniken believes the legend of Enoch may be one step closer to becoming fact.
What we see in the camera from the robot is just the backside of the stone.
Gantenbrink believes the stone might have been lowered into place by means of a rope. The copper fittings would have prevented its removal. Could this door lead to the secret chambers Enoch was told to build by the teachers who descended from the sky?
There are hundreds of references contained in the oldest Egyptian texts which tell us that the gods concealed a great secret at Giza. In my view, we now know that there is a hidden chamber inside the Great Pyramid, and we now know from seismic work that there is a hidden chamber under the Great Sphinx. We need to know what lies in those chambers because the ancient Egyptian texts tell us that it will be a matter of enormous importance that could contain a startling revelation about the origins of human civilization.
Eric von Daniken suggests that, as at Teotihuacan, this could be another tantalizing clue that extraterrestrials may have visited Earth in ancient times. A scientific mission to look behind the small stone door with a tiny camera awaits approval from Egyptian authorities. Only then will we come closer to solving the mystery of who built the Great Pyramid.
Still ahead on Chariots of the Gods, the mysteries continue. Eric von Daniken uncovers what he believes are clues that strange flying machines from another world visited our ancestors. Then later, did extraterrestrials survey the Earth thousands of years ago? Plus, deformed human skulls. Were our ancestors imitating visitors from outer space?